Hi, my name's Mimi, and this is my hopefully longer review of the Sense8 finale, the 2.5 hour amazing episode. I loved it. I loved it so much. If you look at the video yesterday, I clearly had just been crying, and I'm still getting like a little emotional just thinking about it. It just I loved it. I'm going to list some of my favorite things. If you don't know what Sense8 is, you probably shouldn't be watching our review of the finale. I'm putting quotes here because I am convinced, positive, hoping. I understand that they want this to be it, but there's others. Nevertheless, this is as of right now, this is currently the finale that we have. And I'm grateful that we have it. At the end of this episode doesn't even say for the fans. It is for the fans, and I love it. I love it. You can't please everyone, but I love this. Yeah, it has some stuff that's it's rushed. You get 2.5 hours to finish something that was designed to be 5 seasons. We got 2 seasons in this adorable 2.5 hour thing. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's rushed. Yes, we get a newish villain, or like Whispers is our main villain for seasons 1 and 2, kind of Jonas in his own way, not really Jonas. We get the chairman, we get Lila. Lila is in season 2. We have the chairman mentioned in and out of season 2 specifically. And so, like, when we get him, it's not all that shocking that we see him. And you can tell, like, there's certain stuff that was meant to clearly be built upon more if we had more. So it does feel rushed that it got thrown into the 2.5 hour finale, but I'm not surprised by it. Am I upset by it? No, I get it. I understand. I think it worked. It could have been fleshed out better if we had more time, but we don't. We have this, and I am happy we got this. So now that I've said that, I did this backwards. It's fucking phenomenal. It cuts right after the end. It seems like it's right after the end of what we got for the original season 2 that we got a year ago. So it's like cuts right back in. We got to get Wolfgang. That's the mission. Everyone's lives are uprooted. They're together. They're trying to get Wolfgang. Save my boy. So I'm gonna talk about some of my favorite things from this episode. The tourist scene, the outfits, the pastels. I did not know what that was when I saw it in the trailer, and oh my god, I love it. Everyone's in colors. They must have had so much fun during that. The bus, all of that, and then everyone's just screaming and panicking and looking horrified as they're breaking into Lila's like fucking fortress of a thing to get Whispers. It was amazing. I also liked this entire thing, which is like, find Whispers, get rid of Whispers. Whispers was just a puzzle piece in this one. I'm not even upset by that. Like, that's fine. You have to use the chairman. Whispers, it's just like, fuck. He's great. But I like that it was like, okay, we gotta get you. I'm just gonna literally move you around like you're a chess piece. But the tourist bus scene, oh my god, I loved it. All of that. Their pastel colors, Wolfgang in a fucking pink jacket, Police Joe jeans and a fanny pack, and Felix, oh my god, I'm gonna go deeper into my feelings for all of this, but, the tourist scene when Rajan walked in and like everyone just speaking their language, just like, Kala, have you joined a cult? Like, I love that. I love that there were little things in this episode, like everyone's speaking their language and we're hearing in English, we're also hearing what they're saying, and you see that. I loved that edit. That was so great to see it again. That was just so awesome. It was seamless with the Will Nomi Jonas Kala scene, all of that. Like, there's just so many beautiful cuts in this show, just everything. Fuck. When Felix met Wolfgang Kala and like Cappius and Cappius like, my brother, and I'm like, boys. I loved one of like the best things of it was seeing everyone's reactions to meeting everyone else's significant others. Like, they all love Amanita because Nomi loves Amanita, and everyone's all like, Mun, you're here, yay, you're the bad. You didn't save, you helped kick ass with Sun, because that was like, and when they're fighting together, and he's like, I could do this all every day for the rest of my life, and I'm like, you two are so fucking cute. Fuck. Oh, he's so in love with her. There's so much. It's great. It's so good. Their fight scene in Paris, all of that. He broke the law to find her. Like, boy, you got it so bad. It's amazing. The wedding. Oh my god, that was all the budget. I'm okay with that. A friend of mine lives in Paris, and they said that they saw it, and like they were like, what the fuck's going on? And then you're like, it's Sense8. Oh, I mean, obviously if I was going off not all the time that happened, and then she found out it was Super Sense8, and I'm like, motherfucker, it's so cool. The wedding scene, Wolfgang using the bazooka, back to the wedding scene, it was beautiful. That must have been so much fun to film and so touching, and everyone probably was crying, and I was crying, and everyone else was totally crying, and like, oh god, that must have taken so long to film, because everyone was just fucking sobbing the entire time, and it was great. the dinner speeches, all of that, like Wolfgang being like, I'm not loved and you guys are fam, like I'm butchering their dialogue, but that was, and then Sun and my babies, and just all of that. And Rajan, my god, okay, so like season 2, it's like, ah, fuck you, you're a douchebag, and like, very funny, you're not a douchebag, but I don't know what to do with you, I'm not sure if I can trust you, because Kala can't really trust you, and we don't know if you can trust you, and your friend's sketchy, and I'm fine if the friend was in it. Honestly, it was pretty, this was like season 1 of Rajan, and you're like, you're just a good fucking guy, you get, he did make like an offhanded comment, like, worrying about pharmaceuticals. I'm blanking on it. This was a very emotional 2-hour thing, and I meant to rewatch it again before this, but I knew I'd be crying again when I did my review, so I didn't. Rajan was about getting like in trouble because of his friend, and I'm like, okay, that's adorable. That's proud. Like, I hopefully we'll get more. Hopefully we'll get more answers explaining to that. But like, he's a nice guy, and I get like Wolfgang. Like, okay, so I understand there are some missing pieces. Wolfgang, Kala technically hasn't made a decision. There hasn't any. I'm putting quotes, but she hasn't made her decision. She says that when she's talking with Will, she doesn't know what she wants to do. She loves Wolfgang, she loves Rajan. It's clear that she is absolutely in love with Wolfgang, and she loves Rajan in a different way. You can love people in different ways. That's part of the show. You see that everyone loves each other, but in different levels. Nomi and Amanita love each other. Like, it's very different types of love. And if we were to get another season, I feel like we get that expanded upon for Kala and Wolfgang and Rajan. Honestly, I thought that was really cute. Of course, I love Wolfgang and Kala. I love them so much. It was cute. Like, yeah, of course it wasn't explained. I know some people are very upset at that. It did not upset me. I understand that I've read books on polyamory and that type of relationship, and I understand open dialogue is key, but it sadly doesn't always happen. And in this case, we're having a 2.5-hour finale. Of course, while I would love to have had a moment in which she sits them both down, holds their hands, and explains, I'm in love with you, I'm in love with you, I've slept with him while being with you, I've done things. I don't know how that would go down. It would be really entertaining. It would be very sad. Rajan would probably lose his shit, as he should have. Wolfgang would have been like, I'm the affair boy. Like, it would have been interesting, but we didn't get that. Maybe it's in a scene. Clearly, the scene probably has been filmed and we just didn't get it. Yes, of course I would like it, but also I don't mind that we didn't get it. I loved it. I loved that he just, like, he's for it, Kala's for it, Rajan, like, hey, they're both in love with her, he loves Rajan. Love is different. I don't know, but he clearly still feels affection for Rajan. He was very excited to teach him how to use a gun. Like, that moment was also very seamless when, like, Kala starts shooting a gun like a badass motherfucker that she is, because Wolfgang knows how to shoot a gun, and that whole scene, and then Rajan's like, my wife's a badass, and my wife's a killer, but, like, that whole thing, and he's like, teach me how. Like, that was great. I loved that so much. The moment when Felix is like, why do I always get shot? Cappy just like carries him. He's like, I got you. Just oh man, Mr. Hoy too. I have a bulleted list that's not really in order. Danny and Neats with Whispers was fantastic. Like, fuck you, Whispers. And Danny just, with those jean boot heels, those were just all of that. And Danny getting her moment with the gun, and like, yes, of course I would have want more. I want more. I want another season. I want several seasons. I want another move. I want more, but this is what we got, and I love it. I love it. Of course, you can nitpick and analyze it, but I love what we got. I really love it. Oh, fuck. Also, when Lito and Nomi ran back into same Amanita and Denny and Hernando, and Amanita just lost her shit because, like, the cholesterol just fucking ran in, and Lito's all like, my family, coming family, and I'm like, it was so good, and like, Amanita got to see Nomi kick ass through Sun, and like, all of this, oh my god, that fight scene was really good, I liked the club fight scene, I did, but when they're all fighting in the like, their squatting in their, like, apartment-y type situation, that was by far one of my favorites, as was the outside club fight scene when Sun and Mun, like, all of the fight scenes were great. The club scenes are always a little hard to pull off, and I understand there's a lot of moving pieces. It's not as seamless as, say, the restaurant fight scene earlier on, or Sun getting rid of her brother type fight scene, and when they're like, oh, I didn't kill him, just like, meh. It worked. Obviously, like, you want to see, obviously I want more. Obviously I want more closure, but this was a great form of closure. I cried for 2.5 hours, and I'm getting maybe like a 10-minute video. I need to just, it was just so good. It was so good. I loved it. And, like, I feel like that Lucana stuff, and Bodhi was, like, clearly meant to do more, as was, like, the chairman stuff, but they didn't. They're like, we have it, we're using it. I understand that was, like, something they probably were like, no, We need this here. It will make sense eventually, hopefully, in theory. Did we need? I don't know. I'm not part of the editing team. I enjoyed it while I was watching it. In hindsight, in rewatches, I'll be like meh. But like, I don't mind. Honestly, I loved it. I loved it. I'm okay with the things that weren't said. I'm okay with the things that were implied. I know they'll talk about it more and more in interviews now that it's done. They can talk about it. But I loved it. This was a clearly fan loved thing, and I know some people are upset about a lot of stuff that happened, and I'm not. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. Go watch it. Go watch it on Netflix. Watch it a lot of times. I'm gonna go watch it more. I briefly watched some of Santa Clarita Diet because I needed to have like a moment of something chill. But I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back and rewatch this, and I'm gonna just oh man, I loved it. I'm so happy we got this. I'm so grateful we got this. And like, yeah, of course I wanted to see what exactly happened to Capheus. Does he become yeah, I have some questions, like, is Capheus now in charge? Like, did he win? Did I miss that? Do I need to rewatch that dialogue and see it? Just everyone's in Paris, and it was great, and I got Paris. I got Paris in a different way, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being different. Oh man, it was just so beautiful. So beautiful. I love it. I love the show. I love how it makes me feel. I love that as I feel for the characters. I feel safe. I feel accepted. I love it. I love how it makes me feel. It makes me very emotional. It makes me, but I'm okay with good media, good art, good things make you feel, and this makes me feel a lot, and I'm okay with that. Okay, thank you for watching. I know this is a jumbly attempt at coherent, but failing coherent video, but I love this. I love the show. I really do, and I'm very excited to see what comes of it, and if nothing, I'm grateful I got this. So like, thank you to the Wachowskis and the entire cast and crew that made this glorious thing. Thank you. Just thank you.